Hey, how's it going? It's Sophia here from Zen Guidance. I hope all is well with you today, and thank you so much for clicking on today's Pick a Card reading. So in this psychic reading, we're going to be looking at the message that was meant to find you. This video found you right now for a specific reason, and that's what we're going to delve into today. So all you need to do is choose one of these 4 cards, and feel free to pause the video here if you need some time to make your choice. No need to rush here. Okay, so let's get into the card selection. We have card 1, card 2, card 3, and card 4. So once you've made your choice, you can go to the description box below where you'll find the corresponding timestamps to your chosen pile. You'll also find a link to my website, so if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, that is where you'll find all the relevant information. So let's get into your reading. Click the timestamp and I'll see you there. Okay, group number 1. Let's take a look at the message you need to hear right now. Okay, now the first card we have here is Purity. So we'll see if that has any resonance throughout the rest of your reading or this message. Okay, so the message you need to hear right now, group 1. The message you need to hear right now, group 1. Okay, we've got stand still. Diligence. I feel like it's something to do with communication because my throat is activating here. Okay. One sec, let me mute and have a proper cough. Okay. This is really backed up. So I feel like there's some kind of backed up communication. Okay, now it could be another situation. It could be some kind of blockage. Okay, maybe you've got, this could be a physical blockage within your body. Okay, if it's not a physical block, there's an energetic block going on somewhere here. And I feel like maybe this is why almost this purity has come through, because there's a need for healing. There's a need to clear something, to clear the path. Because yeah, it feels like everything is getting blocked up, like a pipe, if there is a block. And then obviously what happens? You know, I mean, many different things can happen, but it's never pretty. Because I feel like, especially with the transformation, this is giving me Scorpio energy. And I feel like that is connecting somehow to like the plumbing. I mean, for some of you, this could be quite literal, like you're having actual plumbing issues in your home. Something like dark and wet. God, my throat, what's going on? It could even be a Scorpio person that you're dealing with in terms of this, if this is about communication, or again, this could be even within your own body, like there's like the plumbing, something to do with the connections of the fluid in your body. So it could be something to do with your blood vessels, or I guess all different parts of your internal organs, I guess, or like the deep, maybe the ones low down. Okay, now this could also be the situation you're going through with a person, or whatever it may be for you personally, is then affecting your health. Maybe you are feeling like there are certain things. I just heard in my head pinching. So I don't know if someone's got like a pinched nerve, or like pain going through their teeth, like something sharp. Okay, and I feel like it's coming from the fact that things are blocked up or backed up in some way. And because something in your life is at a standstill here. Okay, now this may also be you feeling like maybe it's like Groundhog Day every day for you. Like life just seems to be monotonous right now. You don't see change, you don't see the excitement that you're needing, and it just feels like you're unable to move forwards in some way. Something is blocking your path. So this could also be an interference, you feel like, an external interference that is blocking you from progressing in some way. But then I feel like over here, there's this need to look from a higher perspective. There's a need to shift your gaze and to, like it may be that you're so down and deep within this situation, like it's hard to actually see it. It's like, I guess the equivalent of being inside the blocked pipe and trying to maneuver your way out of it, rather than being on the outside trying to figure out how to fix the block. I don't know why all of these plumbing like analogies and visions keep coming through to me, but they do. Okay, and it just feels like this is old stuff. So this could even be old trauma or old wounds, baggage from the past that needs clearing. Okay, so whatever you can do, group 1, to clear your energy. Okay, there's many different cleansing techniques that you can do energetically which will help. Saging your home, because obviously your space is so important. Okay, maybe things are really backed up, maybe there's a lot of clutter around you, or there's a lot of mess or things building up. Okay, there could be a need to just clean the windows. You want to keep the windows clean for opportunity to come in, as well as keeping the floors clean. You know, that helps money to come in. But visualizations and meditation, releasing people even from your life, whatever is causing conflict here. We've got the tension aspect. Okay, so yes, whatever this is, I feel like it is creating a lot of tension, frustration, and again, potentially even pain for you, group 1. So I do feel like this is quite a challenging time you're going through. And look, exactly, there is a need for fun. The 5th house. Yeah, I just see you feeling like, where's the fun in my life? Where is that excitement? Where's the passion? But I do feel like you are a very passionate person, group 1. Like you're somebody that needs this. Like you need that creativity. You need to feel like your life has some kind of meaning, or even something to look forwards to. Like if you feel like you've got no plans ahead of time, nothing to look forwards to, or maybe you just had a lot of issues even with when you want to do something fun, but then you feel conflicted, or you feel like there's a block. Because it may even be like, say you have a plan and then it gets cancelled, okay? And then there's the disappointment that comes with that, especially if you'd taken a lot of time or spent a lot of money or a lot of preparation for certain things, and then it just seems like, yeah, like every time you try and do something at the moment that seems fun, it seems towards your highest good, it's like, again, I don't know why, but it's a block, or there is an obstacle that gets in the way, and it just almost feels like you may be saying this, why can't I just have fun? Why can't I just have what I need, which is that fun? Because we all need that. We're human beings, we're people, we need a balance. We all need something to strive for, to look forwards to have balance. We've got the card of Libra. Okay, then we've got Imum Coli. Oh my God. And that's just making me think of like the colon, the intestines. So again, we've got more visuals in terms of what may be going on within your body. But the root energy does represent physicality in terms of the chakras as well. It's the root chakra, the base chakra, which connects to your physical body, your health, your money, but also your sense of self-worth and your sense of security. So it may even be a situation has triggered insecure feelings to arise within you. Okay, maybe this is something that you are currently battling with. But I feel like the good thing here is that you have a level of awareness that there are old wounds that still need healing, that there are triggerings happening for you, but you're aware that they are tests almost from the universe, or I hope that you realize that they are tests. And that this time, this harsh time that you're going through will not last, okay? The energy is transient, but I think especially you having this awareness that there is a block, there is a need to clear, there's a need for purity, simplicity, healing in your life at this time. And maybe this is even, you needing to really refocus on those physical things in your life first before going down. Like maybe this is why there are blocks to fun or to other elements, maybe even towards relationships, okay, with Libra. But it feels like maybe this is like you taking care of you first, you being diligent, focusing on the things that have to be taken care of. Again, if there are financial issues or paperwork or whatever it may be that needs to be sorted, need to be paid, debts that need to be paid, whatever that is. I feel like you need to take control of that, okay? Or again, if this is poor health, if you haven't been making the healthiest of choices lately, or maybe you've been needing to see a doctor, you've been putting it off, or again, this could be working on your self-esteem if you've been feeling very low and unworthy in some way, focusing on reshifting your mindset and positively focusing on what's good in your life, what you appreciate, having gratitude, but also letting go of what no longer serves you. Okay, so I feel like all of this physical stuff needs to be taken care of first. And it's like within the chakra system, if the base chakra is out of alignment, it'll throw all of the other chakras out of alignment. So it's such an important chakra to ground, and that's what you need to do, is to ground this energy. And you can do this energetically in many different ways as well. Obviously you can look this up online, you'll get lots of information, but you can simply just stand barefoot in nature, and that will reground you. That will rebalance you back down to earth, and it'll help you to be on the trajectory of healing this base chakra. Okay, so if any of this does make sense for you, it's resonating, try your best to refocus your energy onto the physical. And I feel like everything then will start to shift for you. Will start to, oh my God, unblock. Unblock, because yeah, it's like maybe this is where the block is within your base chakra. And then again, it's blocking up all of the others. Makes sense. The color red as well. That's why I've actually got like a different crystal bracelet for every chakra. Okay, and it's something just simple you can do if you're wanting to rebalance a chakra, if you're wanting to tap into that energy more so. Just even looking at it is a reminder, okay, and it can almost be enough. But like putting on a red light as well, eating root vegetables, things that come from the earth. These are all ways that will help you to rebalance, as well as taking, you know, practical steps to do what it is you need to do to rebalance. Okay, but I do feel like there is some relationship here. There's a person, or maybe even a longing for a relationship or a person that's also causing you pain, causing you some kind of suffering here. Okay, we've got Mother Earth, feel loved and comforted. So yes, we've got this strong earth energy coming through here. So you could also resonate with earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Druid, hold the space. Warrior, be fearless and stand strong. Drum, dream and journey. Okay. I feel like this is what you're really seeking, or you're really craving right now, Group 1, is to feel loved and comforted, to feel like you have somebody looking out for you, somebody looking out for your well-being, for your health. For some of you may even be pregnant, okay, or you may have a pregnant partner. Okay, we've got very pregnant looking woman here in this Mother Earth card. Or you may have children, okay, but maybe you've been run ragged looking after children and you've not had enough time and space for yourself. And I just get that sense of maybe even you doing everything, maybe even you doing everything in a relationship and not feeling like you're getting enough back. And that could also be where the block is coming from. Okay, for instance, if you're a female and you're too much in your masculine energy, you're too much doing, and you're not taking time, or maybe you don't have time or a supportive partner that is there to actually help and give you some time to put your feet up and rest, to be in your feminine. Yeah, I just get that sense of there being that lack of balance there. And again, maybe even if you're single and you just feel like you need a partner, or maybe you just want a partner to be able to help you so you can be a team, so you're not feeling like you're having to do this all alone. And I just feel like that may be even a worry, even if you're in a relationship, and even if it feels good right now. I don't know, I just keep picking up on this, like these doubts, these worries of, could I do this alone if I needed to? Or will this really be forever? There's something, there's definitely these niggling doubts coming through here. But I feel like the situation that you're in right now when it comes to dating, it feels like whatever's going on, there needs to be some space. Now, someone here is holding space. This could be you deciding to hold back. This could be somebody else. But I almost get the sense it's more so you. holding back to see if someone is going to actually take the steps to be strong, to be fearless, and to come after you, to whether this is chase you or to fight for you in some way. Like I feel like, or maybe this is just the type of partner you're seeking, somebody that is a protector, somebody that, you know, takes the initiative to come after you, to make you feel secure in some way. Okay, to make you feel safe, like they are there to make you feel safe and to give you space so you can dream, so you can journey, maybe so you can just feel more relaxed in your life. Because yeah, it feels like these are two very different energies coming through. For some of you may even have two different people. I mean, we've got one particularly looks much, much older than the other. So maybe even you might even have it now, or it may be something that's going to come up in the future, but you having a choice between two different types of people or two different specific people. And it may even be you want a mix of the two. And do you know, sorry, I have to say this is really weird, but I've got some like metal taste in my mouth right now. Like I keep swallowing, hoping it will go, and it keeps being present. Okay, so I don't know if somebody is experiencing that. I have heard that can be a symptom of pregnancy. Okay, metallic tasting in the mouth. It's not me. I know it's not me. So I don't know if it's someone here. Yeah, I don't know. Pregnancy keeps coming through. So again, maybe this is just the topic of children. The topic of children that's coming up in some way. Okay. Let's see what else is coming through here. But maybe this is also, again, what you're thinking about. Like, maybe if you're wanting children, you're wanting to see, would this be a good partner for me to have children with? This could be something that's really weighing heavily on your mind. Okay, but let's see what else is coming through here. I do feel like there is a need for you to start visualizing, if you're not already, what you really want for your life moving forwards. Interesting. We've got the Empress here reversed, which is very similar to that Mother of Earth. It's basically the same card, but when it's reversed, this is the lack. Okay, and this is exactly what I was picking up on here. You're not feeling like you're in your Empress energy. So I do feel like I'm talking to a lot of divine feminines here. Okay, don't worry if you are masculine, but you might be more so in your feminine energy right now, or there is a need to be in the feminine. Okay, but I just feel like for some of you, this could even be fertility issues, reproductive issues. Or again, this could be, again, just not being able to relax as much into the feminine. Because as well, you could be in a relationship with somebody, again, you're female, if they're male. And I guess it doesn't matter even on the sex, but whoever is acting in their masculine will put the other person into their feminine. Okay, but I feel like that could even be out of balance for you. Like you may, if you notice yourself and if you're a female and you're straight and you feel like you're going into your masculine, then that shows that they are in their feminine too much. Okay, but let's see. 8 of Cups in reverse. Messages you're needing to know right now. This is all emotional. 9 of Cups, 8 of Cups. I do feel like, you are still very much connected to someone from your past here. I feel like there's an ex, or I feel like, again, this is even past emotional baggage that you can't seem to shake at this time. And I almost get the sense of you just wanting to love somebody, wanting to just give them your love, but it's not like as simple as that. Okay, maybe you have an avoidant attachment style or fearful avoidant attachment style, or you may be connected to people that have, or attracted to people that are avoidant, but then it causes you to not feel like you're able to give or receive the love that you really want or that you really deserve. But then here, the 7 of Wands is about giving up. That you need to give up something, and maybe this is what the conclusion that you've come to recently, that it's time for you to release something or to release someone. Okay, so you may have decided to cut something off, or you may come to this realization soon. Okay, because it may be that you just realize you can't do this. Like, you can only go back so far until you feel like it starts to deplete you, because this is what this is, this 9 of Cups. This is you beginning to feel depleted. And like, you're over giving, you're spilling out all of this love, and it's not being received anywhere. It's just going everywhere, and then it's just evaporating. Okay, and it's like you're waiting for somebody to come in and hold a cup so it can actually be poured, directed into one place, and for it to be appreciated, not just let go of. Okay, so let's get some fishbowl messages here as well for you. The messages you need to hear right now. What do you need to hear right now? What do you need to hear right now, group 1? Okay. So we've got move it or lose it tomorrow. Now maybe this is that you will say this to somebody, maybe not exactly in that way, but you may be like, you need to step it up or step out. Okay, if you're waiting for somebody to take some kind of action, initiative, that could be what that is. Tomorrow, so it could be that it actually happens tomorrow. Maybe if that's something you've been waiting for, it could be somebody comes in, or maybe you make a decision tomorrow. But something about tomorrow, obviously this being a timeless reading, so whenever you're watching this, it's going to be tomorrow. Something is definitely going to be pivotal in this situation of helping you clear, of helping you move forwards. I miss your face. So this could be somebody that says something to you. They could say that they miss you. That could be the clarity you need. Or maybe you say that to them, but you don't get the reception that you want. I don't know. We've got passive. Avoid this energy. Cute cheeks. Gateway. I don't even remember writing that. Jack of all trades, and then friendly. I don't know about the cute cheeks. Maybe somebody you know that's called Jack. Okay, could be a Jack specifically. Could be the letter J. Could be a P. We've got the double C's here as well. Somebody could have like a double-barreled name. You know, like this, or like the same letter. What would that be? What's that? Alliteration in their name. Could be like, yeah, like CC, PP, JJ, TT, I don't know. But somebody has cute cheeks, okay? And I feel like it's making me, I'm just thinking of somebody smiling here. Like, because, you know, like when you smile and then like your cheeks get all big. I'm just seeing somebody with like this really big beaming smile. And I miss your face. I don't know, I feel like someone that you really love the face of, like that you do just want to like pinch, you find them really, really cute. Like just, I don't know, something about them being, yeah, cute, like you just want to squeeze them really tight. This could be even a friend of yours. But I don't know, maybe it's somebody that's going to come in a very friendly way. I don't know, but in some way it feels like this interaction is going to be a gateway here, because you may decide to avoid, like maybe even this person, maybe they're very charismatic, maybe they do make you smile, they may make you feel a lot of positive emotion when things are going well or when they are engaging positively with you, but there's something here that feels very negative and that feels like you're needing to move away from, okay? And I feel like, again, it's to do with this imbalance. Okay, so it may even be you decide, you know what, you have a cute face, but I'm gonna miss your face. Like you may even say this, like, you know what, it's time for me to go, and I may miss you, but it doesn't mean I miss you enough to put my own heart or feelings on the back burner. I'm going to put me first, okay? So this definitely feels like it's, yeah, going to be some kind of positive gateway for you to progress, to move forwards. Okay, to find more balance in your relationships, maybe even to find more of the friendliness in your relationships as well, like finding like what you have in common and sharing that with others. You know, that's what really friends is all about, isn't it? Friendship is all about. It's usually you have things in common, you come together, you share those things and spend time together doing those things. You know, there's not the same amount of responsibility like there is in a relationship or with family. It's more about just choosing to spend time with one another. And I do feel in a lot of ways you really have chosen this person, okay? Or there's a particular person that's coming in, and most likely tomorrow, Now, they could even be like the jack of all trades type of person, like they're good at everything, like they may be, yeah, multi-talented at lots of things. But this could also be that they struggle to actually finish everything. Okay, so they may leave a lot of projects unfinished, okay? Or you may even feel like they've done that in relationships, like they just leave before there's any closure in some way. But I really feel like you are being guided to be more in your passive, more in your feminine energy, okay? And of course, those messages from the beginning apply about the blocks, releasing, working on the root chakra, finding that purity, but finding fun as well, because that's also about being in the feminine, is leaning into what's fun, not leaning into responsibilities all the time or work. So I do feel like there are things actively that you can do, but again, it may be that you need to focus more on those physical things, the practical things, the cleansing, the healing that is needed. And then once that's clear, the pathway will be open for you to enjoy, to have more fun, to have more balance in your relationships and to progress forwards. So I really hope that this resonates with you, Group 1. Please feel free to share below if it did. I would love to have your feedback. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, the link to my website is below. I do hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Bye for now. Okay, group number 2. Let's see what messages you are needing to hear right now. Okay, so the first card we have is opportunity. So this could be an omen of what is to come, but let's see. What messages are you being guided to know right now? This message was meant to find you. What is the message? Okay, we've got embracing, abundance, and adventures. Okay. Okay, so group number 2. Okay, so you're either going through quite a fun experimental time, or you are about to. Okay, because there's a lot of active energy that I'm seeing here. So if you're, sorry, one sec. I need to clear my throat. So if you're not doing a lot right now, if things have been quite quiet or stagnant, then just know that that isn't going to last. Okay, you are going to pick things back up again. You are going to be moving a lot. Okay, for some of you, you may actually already be moving. You may be relocating, just moving house or moving towns, cities, countries. Maybe this is even something that you are considering, okay? Thinking about your options and where to go. This may also be that you've had a recent offer, an opportunity to go somewhere, the offer of a new job, of a new life somewhere. Maybe even somebody that you know has moved somewhere and they're raving about how wonderful it is, and you're considering whether to move there to be closer to them. Okay, for some of you that could be the case. But I definitely see the window of opportunity is wide open for you right now. Okay, it's like you are a magnet to new opportunities. Okay, and I feel like you're being guided to be in a sense of gratitude for all of these opportunities that are on the horizon for you. Now, a lot of you I feel like already are, but for some of you I do get the sense that you may actually be feeling maybe even a little bit stressed or overwhelmed by all of these different opportunities, or maybe even ideas that you have. You know, maybe you're thinking about, again, a new career path, but you don't know which direction to choose. Maybe this is even about different people, okay, in relationships. But again, just feeling overwhelmed, but then feeling quite down about it and saying, I wish it was simpler, or in some way putting a negative spin on it. And I feel like for those of you that are feeling that way, I mean, certainly don't beat yourself up any further, because that just sinks you down the hole of more negativity. But I feel like you're being guided to remember that it's okay. Like you can still make the choice. Like, it's just because you have many choices doesn't mean you have to make any decisions straight away. Okay, you can take your time with this. So don't feel pressured, don't feel rushed, okay? But if you can get into the mindset of gratitude, that will always be the best thing, okay? Because we've got that embracing and then abundance. So I feel like the more that you embrace what comes to you, the more you say yes to things as well. Like, you may have been in a habit of saying no first before you say yes, but I feel like you're being guided to say yes to more things, okay? I feel like that's the cycle that you're in right now. There are some times and cycles where we just need to chill and we need to say no to things. We need to rest our bodies. But at this moment in time, group 2, I feel like it's quite the opposite, actually. I feel like this is your time to get up and go. Okay, it's your time to make stuff happen for yourself, to put plans into motion. Okay, and I see you, yeah, being on the move in some way. Okay, so I do feel like there are plans that are going to come towards you, but also things that you are going to take action on yourself. Okay, and again, I feel like you're really going to embrace all of these opportunities coming your way, and you will receive abundance through it, because abundance is having more than you need. Okay, so again, it's going to feel like it's more than you need, more options, more money, more love. It's like you can never have too much of any of those things, really. Interesting. That one did come out in group 1's reading as well. Okay, let's see what else is coming through. The messages you're needing to know right now. Okay, opposition. So this may be where the obstacles are now coming through. The North Node, future, and then Uranus change. I'm not surprised that Uranus has come through there. We've got Aquarius energy here, okay, which represents the unexpected. Okay, so I do feel there are definitely changes coming here, but I do feel that they may cause some friction, okay, with this confrontation card. Okay, I feel like you may be butting heads maybe with someone, one person in particular. Like maybe you've got all of these plans, these ideas for a future, but somebody is getting in the way of those plans, or is not seeing your vision in some way, or is putting up roadblocks to stop you from getting there. But now this could also be yourself. If you know it's not a person in particular, this could be what's going on with inside yourself, of feeling the confliction, the confrontation, of not knowing which direction to go in, which to choose. Because it feels like regardless, there's going to be an element of sacrifice, okay, in order to achieve something. Like say you're trying to decide between, say, 2 different places to live, but you can look at the pros and cons of both, and there'll be different sacrifices or different things to gain from being in those different places. But it's weighing up which one you're willing to sacrifice more for. And it's not always easy. It's not an easy decision, because it's still going to feel like a risk. Okay, because again, this could be about going down a different career path, or again, down a different relationship path, but you really don't know what the outcome will be. And there's a sense of you feeling quite satisfied with where things are at this time. It's like, I don't get the sense that you're unhappy with where you are right now. Like, again, you may feel like you want more in some way out of life, but I don't feel like you're unhappy or stressed, you're upset about things. I feel like maybe even that you feel quite stable with how your life is going. But then you do see an opportunity for a different kind of life. And you feel like that could bring about so many interesting, new and exciting changes, okay? And maybe even that an opportunity that's coming in or that's already presented itself is going to push you more towards what your destiny is in this lifetime. Because the North Node is pushing us towards our life's path, what we're meant to be doing, where we're meant to be, what we're meant to learn in this life. Okay, so it's also about pushing us out of our comfort zone. So this isn't going to be an easy journey if you do want to break out of this, if you do want change, if you are ready for change and adventure. Like I said, it's not going to be easy, but it certainly will be very exciting, and it will bring, I do feel it will bring a lot of abundance if you choose to go down this path, even though it's going to be a struggle, okay? I'm just going to get some more information here for you. But there's something about this new path as well that feels very unconventional. Okay, it feels like, I don't know why I'm seeing a compass here. So something about the direction. Northeast. I feel like why am I drawn to northeast? I'm never drawn to direction specifically, but I don't know. Maybe that is specifically where you're being drawn to, northeast of where you are. Strange to me. Okay. Heart Guardian, love and let yourself be loved. The message you need to know, group 2, message you need to know. Spirit Fox, trust your talents in changing times. Okay. Mountains, stand your ground. Okay. I do feel like whatever this opportunity, or these multiple opportunities even that are arising for you, I feel like you want to follow your heart. I feel like, and it is your heart that is pulling you in a particular direction. Maybe you don't realize or didn't realize that this was your heart pulling you. And it feels like a pull more than a push. And I don't know why I even felt the need to put emphasis on that, but I don't know, pulling is what I'm picking up on. Because there may even be this reluctance, like maybe you don't want to, like, again, there's a part of you that's quite happy where you are. And again, nothing's necessarily bad, but you can't help but feel that there's something more. Yeah, it just feels like you may be struggling with being happy in the now, okay, or being able to accept things continuing to be this way, even though you're okay with how things are. But it's like you feel like you want more. And look, we've got trust your talents in changing times. So this may even be some self-doubt that creeps in for you, where you worry that, am I even good enough? Am I good enough in this new position, on this new path, in this new relationship? But I feel like you are being guided to trust how talented you are. Okay, because I do feel you are someone that is multifaceted, group 2. You've got so much going for you. There are so many different layers to you. And I feel like that's almost what brings you this unconventional edge as well. Because people are always surprised by you. Okay, I just picked that up as a whole, like maybe be surprised like that you are good at particular things, like they don't expect that from you. Yeah. Or the way in which you're able to transmute your energy and transform into new things. It's like you're able to turn dust into gold. I don't know why dust, gold, but that's what I saw. Just, or like rocks, like some kind of solid dust rock into gold. Like you have that ability in some way. You do have a talent for that, whether that's in terms of making money. Okay, it could be. But it could be many other ways, like that you create things. I'm definitely picking up a creative vibe from you. I don't know why I'm drawn to the feathers here, particularly in this fox imagery. Feathers. Maybe you're feeling very strongly connected to birds at the moment. Okay, because there was a bird in there actually as well. Actually, loads of birds I'm noticing. So maybe you have a pet bird, or maybe you've been wanting to get a pet bird. Maybe you're seeing lots of birds on social media, or even in your garden. You may be seeing like unusual birds, birds that are rarer in some way. But I feel like these are your messengers here, because almost I feel like the symbolism there as well is to spread your wings. Okay, there's a part of you that, yeah, maybe you've been in a place where you feel like, okay, I've been safe, I've been warm, I haven't needed to spread my wings, you know, I can just, you know, hop around my home, or in my situation, I don't need to see anymore. But it's that pull, it is that pull to spread your wings and go further that is calling to you. And I feel like you are being guided to follow that calling. Okay, now we've also got the stand your ground energy coming through here, very strong earth energy in this particular reading. And I feel like this is about you making that choice. When you make the choice, that you need to stand by it, okay? Because you may be somebody with a lot of mutable signs in your chart, like Sagittarius, Pisces, Gemini, Virgo, They're all very changeable signs. Okay, and it may be that there is a lot of indecisiveness here, but I feel like you're being guided to, when you do make the choice, just stick with it, stand your ground. Okay, but this may also be even in a relationship or even in a work context. You're being guided to have the confidence to stand your ground and not budge if you feel like things are compromising your integrity or trying to overstep your own personal boundaries. Okay, so in whatever context that makes sense for you, stand your ground, group 2, stand your ground. Okay, we've got the Judgment card. So you may be worried about being judged for being too strong, okay, or for this new direction that you're wanting to go in. Okay, that's why I feel like the doubts are creeping in. So we've got the High Priestess, which is all about privacy, secrecy, the Emperor, and the Devil in reverse. Card of Capricorn, Aries. I feel like you are in the process of releasing something quite toxic here. Okay, or maybe this is something that you've already done and it's a confirmation that you've done the right thing. Okay, because the Devil reverse is a release of something very addictive. Okay, so you may have released some kind of an addiction to a substance, addiction to shopping, addiction to a person, or something that was very unhealthy. Okay, and also made you feel out of control. Maybe that's also how you felt in general in your life, like you don't have a lot of control. But I almost feel, now this might seem like an odd message, but it's what came through to me, that being private gives you a sense of control. I don't know. I don't know how that makes sense for you specifically, group 2, but that's what came to me. Something about you needing to keep something a secret, okay? Maybe keeping success a secret, I don't know, but something, needing to keep something a secret, maybe even the new choice that you're going to make, okay? Not being upfront about it in some way. Let's just get a few of these messages. What are you needing to know specifically at this moment? Group number 2, okay. We've got Thursday, okay, so it could be something very important that's going to be happening on a Thursday that connects this whole reading. Control. Yes, I mean, we had that with the Emperor. A need for control. A need to take control over your life and maybe over these choices. We've got Blue Eyes, Friendly, Manifesting Generator, and Mechanic. I'm just going to get a couple more. Well, actually, just, yeah, 2 more. Okay, we've got Lost Soul and No. Okay, interesting. Now, for some of you, you may need to get your car fixed, okay? You may need to, yeah, maybe you've been having car trouble lately, so you may need to get your car fixed or get it serviced, have an MOT, I don't know. Maybe this is also thinking about a car or thinking about some kind of transportation. This could also be you connecting with somebody who is good with cars or a mechanic. We've got Blue Eyes here, so I don't know, this could be you dealing with somebody that has blue eyes, or maybe, I don't know, for some of you I actually feel like you're worried about being judged by somebody who has blue eyes. Okay, I know that's a very specific message, but yeah, I really feel like that. Or maybe also keeping something secret from someone with blue eyes. Manifesting Generator, which is a human design or a profile type. So if you're familiar with human design, you'll know what this means. But regardless, this is the energy of creation. Manifesting things into reality, but then generating things to move it forwards, taking action. So I feel like these opportunities that have come or that are coming are things you have actually manifested. Okay, these are things that you have wished for previously and they're coming into fruition now. Okay, but then it's your choice whether you decide to act upon it and to generate the practical action that needs to be taken in order to make things come true for you. So again, just because the thing is, we can manifest certain things, but then things change for us. We could manifest something 12 months ago, but then when it actually comes to fruition, we may not even want it at that point. That's sometimes the interesting part of manifestation. Obviously, as life changes, as we evolve, our desires can change and evolve. And so this may also be that you can then be discerning. Just because it's come through at that moment doesn't mean that you also have to take it. You can say no, okay? And I feel like this is also going to be a very powerful word for you, group 2, saying no. Again, saying no when you feel like your boundaries are being overstepped. Saying no when your schedule is too packed, okay, and you're already overrun. Saying no when it doesn't feel right for you, in your gut feeling something feels off about it. Saying no because you want to say no at the end of the day. I feel like this is a powerful word that you need to utilize more, okay? Again, you can be grateful and say thank you. I appreciate all of these options and opportunities that come my way, but I'm going to say no for now, okay? Maybe this is saying no to friends. We've got the friendly energy coming through. I don't know why friendly's there for you, but this may be that you are just like a very friendly person. Maybe you're that type of person that just likes to be everybody's friend or likes to be a kind person, but maybe you don't say no enough. And maybe you're afraid if you say no that you'll be cast aside or feel lost, but it's a hard place to be in, and I can't tell you what you should or shouldn't do. You have free will. But if somebody is truly your friend, they're not going to ditch you just because you say no to them one time. You know, they should respect you and your time, and that you can't always be of service, for instance, if that's the case. But obviously you do you, group number 2. But overall, I really do hope that this resonated with you, and please feel free to share in the comments below if this makes sense. And if you would like to book a personal reading with me, the link to my website is below. I do hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Bye for now. Okay, group number 3. Let's take a look at the messages you need to hear right now. This message was meant to find you today. Okay, so let's take a look. Now the first card says patience. So we'll see if that resonates with the rest of your reading, okay? What's coming through that you need to know? Okay, we've got community. What's the messages you need to hear right now? Group number 3, stillness. And then flexibility. Okay. Now I'm drawn to the fact that there's a lot of white birds coming through here. Okay, maybe you're seeing a lot of white birds recently, or white feathers. But I feel like there is something that is in stillness at this moment. Okay, now it may be there's a lack of communication with a particular person. And I'm getting goosebumpy as I'm saying that. Okay, so yeah, it may be that yes, you are waiting for somebody to reach out and communicate with you. But I get the sense, I do feel like the communication is coming, but I feel like it's going to take a while. Okay, because there is a need for patience. But I almost get the sense for you, group 3, that you being in stagnation and waiting, or rather not even waiting, but just being still. Like maybe this is even your choice. Maybe you yourself chose to be still. Maybe you yourself chose to ignore a situation or a person. But then I see a level of distraction coming through here and focusing on other people. Okay, there are other people coming through in this readings, like it's multiple people that I'm seeing here. So this may be, for some of you, might actually be involved in like a love triangle situation, or this could just be talking more about your friends, okay, or the people in your local community, okay, or maybe even your online community, if you have an online community or a group that you're a part of. Okay, I just feel like you're going to be more involved with them, like maybe going out more, going out in your local area, or doing things, being out in nature. I'm seeing lots of vibrancy here though, like going to places where there's a lot of colour. Okay, we've got the rainbow here, so it could be somewhere where there's lots of like rainbow, could be like LGBT or something like that, like could be an event, I mean, where there's lots of rainbows, symbology, or not symbology, it's rather, or illustration. But also I'm seeing lots of flowers, lots of bright coloured flowers, or maybe this could even be a party, okay? I'm seeing balloons and butterflies. So yeah, maybe you've recently been invited to a party. Could even, oh my God, I just noticed a stork. Okay, so it could even be like a baby shower. Okay, it could be a baby shower, or could be somebody is pregnant. You could be pregnant, or somebody you know you're very close to is about maybe even to have a baby. Okay, so there could be some kind of pregnancy celebration or childbirth celebration coming through here. But here we've got the flexibility card, and I feel like maybe there's a lot of moving parts going on in your life right now. Like you may not notice things being very stable. Like it seems like things are very up and down at the moment. So let's get some more information here. And if things are very quiet right now, then just know things will start to pick up again, because I definitely see a lot of movement. Maybe this isn't like a lot of different invitations to outings, to events, to parties that are coming up, and maybe you're aware of this, maybe you're not, but your body is still in some kind of preparation, okay, for what is to come. Okay, so what messages do you need to hear right now? What are you being guided to know spiritually? Okay, we've got Jupiter, abundance. What do you need to know right now? Group number 3. Okay, we've got the 7th house, relationship. I knew there was a connection to a relationship coming through here. Virgo, digest. So someone could be a Virgo, sun, moon or rising. Especially sun. We've got the sun card here as well. Okay. And that makes sense to me too, because the sun rules the 5th house of Leo, and it's the energy of having fun. It's the energy of going to bars, restaurants, parties. Yeah, I just see a lot of socializing here, but I also see something about you being in the spotlight, group 3. Like you being seen in that Leo energy. But maybe even there's a bit of a deviation between being very Virgo, hermit-like, and then being out and about, being noticed, being seen. So maybe this is also, the flexibility of 1 minute being at home, the next minute, being out, being very, very sociable. Okay, because they're quite opposite energies almost. Not completely. Virgo does like to socialize. Virgo is, even though it's an earth sign, it's ruled by Mercury, which is the planet of communication. And so Virgo does love to chat, and Virgo can't chat on its own. So there is a need for a lot of, I feel like a lot of intellectual stimulation you're needing at this time. Okay, maybe in particular relationships or just in general. Okay. But I feel like there are definitely these opportunities for you to be standing out in some way. Like I feel like if you go to a party, like you will be noticed. Okay, now I don't know if that's your intention or what you want, but I feel like it's just going to happen regardless. Okay, like it's almost like you can't help it and people will just be drawn to you. But sometimes that could also be a potential issue, especially if you outshine the host. Okay, so something about, that could be a possibility. Like you may outshine the host and they may not be too happy about that, but they certainly would never overtly come out and say that that's why they're upset, but they may be a bit passive about how they deal with it. So just a side note for some of you, you may get a little bit of friction there. But I feel like don't dull your shine. You be who you are. They need to be secure enough within themselves to not feel threatened by you at their party. If they've invited you, then that's that. But it could even be a wedding. Could be you're invited to a wedding or an engagement party. Could even be your own. For some of you, could even be getting engaged. Maybe even like you feel like somebody's being very, very quiet with you. Like if you're in a solid relationship, you may feel like your partner's being super quiet because they might be thinking of proposing. Okay, could be. But I definitely see expansion here with Jupiter. Like your life is about to expand in some way. Okay, so whether you are about to expand in terms of having children, to expand in terms of a relationship, to level up a relationship in terms of commitments, going from, say, living together to getting married, or being married to having children, whatever that is for you, or being single to being in a relationship. there's expansion coming through here, okay? For some of you, you may even have weight issues. I just picked that up. Like for some of you, I feel like maybe you've been trying to lose weight, or this could also be a time where you might put on more weight. So it's maybe even just good to know ahead of time if that's something that you struggle with. Obviously, it makes sense, especially if there's a lot of events, it's alcohol, food, things like that. Yeah, and then, yeah, because I see something about your digestion here with Virgo. Yeah, so something about your digestion. There could be some bloating going on right now. Like maybe you're experiencing that now, or again, this might just be a warning moving forwards. But again, it's not necessarily something that bad. It's just something I feel was needed to be shared here. So yeah, like I said, it might just be helpful for you to know that ahead of time. And whether you choose to embrace it or whether you choose to make adjustments, because that's the thing. If you feel like, okay, I'm going to be eating out a lot at different parties, then maybe I'll start moving more, I'll go to the gym more, or you know, I'll just account for what the excess that I'm going to be having, because there's a lot of excess coming through here that I see. A lot of excess, a lot of fun, a lot of passion. I mean, it's great. It's really lovely to see for you. Okay, I feel like this is something you really needed, especially if things have been very quiet or still. I feel like this is your time. This is your time to step out, to have fun, to meet new people. Okay, so let's get some more information. But like I said, if this isn't children or a relationship that is expanding, this could even be your job, okay? Or this could even be a glow up. Maybe for some of you, you needed to put on a little bit of weight, okay? Some of you may actually even be getting a surgery, like an enlargement of something, for instance. I don't know. Just came through to me there. Okay. So we've got Moon. Take note of intuitive messages. Okay. What else are you needing to know? High Priestess, harness mystic power. And then Wise One, grow within your current situation. Yeah, see, grow within your current situation. Again, there's growth coming through here. Okay, there really, really is. So however your life looks now, things are going to get bigger in some way. Okay, like I said, this is either, yeah, a bigger family. Could even be a family member of yours that you find out is pregnant, okay, or that is going to get married, or something about making the family larger, okay, or maybe even buying a bigger home. Maybe some of you will be moving out of a home and going into somewhere bigger. Okay, I just don't know, something about your life getting bigger, expanding, growing. So this could be your wealth as well, your money that's growing. But I do also feel like your intellect, you know, you learning a lot more as well. So your wisdom is growing, group 3. So I feel like a lot of what you've been through has made you a very wise person, okay? Even if you are someone who's very young in age, I feel like you've got an incredibly wise head on your shoulders. You're very, very mature. Okay, and it's not to say you don't like to have fun. Even the mature, of course, love to have fun and love to shine. But I just feel like you've paid your dues, group number 3. You really have. You've been through a lot. And I feel like this is your time actually to celebrate how far you've come. Okay, to see and to acknowledge the growth. And that may also be what happens now. Like you're starting to acknowledge, you know, looking back how far I've come from a year from now, a year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago. It's like you can see how much things have grown. And when you focus on that, it will expand, because what we focus on expands in the universe. That's why we have to be so careful about where we put our attention. And so I feel like you're focusing very much on the positive things. Like I see you being in a very positive, optimistic place. And I feel like that just keeps expanding. And I'm even noticing here in this High Priestess, it's like, look, this is you with your arm out extended, the wings here. Like this is you being open, ready and receptive. And then look how it almost follows along the line of this rainbow here. So this is what you are creating, even though you may be only able to see as far as your hand in terms of progress, but this is how far it actually extends, further and further, even further out of these cards, like our aura does. You know, it extends out so much further than we realize. And so I feel like also your impact is going to reach a lot more people than you realize, which is very interesting. Like, so whether you're meant to be famous, to be well known, well respected, that's a very real possibility for you, group 3. Okay, but even I feel like whether it's intentional or not, like you might be the type of person that like relays a story. Like you hear a super interesting story, and then you relay it, you tell it to somebody, and then that person shares it with loads of other people, and then it just keeps getting shared but it's because of the way that you told the story that was so magnetic. Okay, like you really are able to get people's attention, which is a talent, group 3. Like there's something about whether this is your aura, the way that you communicate, there's something about you as a whole, group 3, that is magnetic, that draws people and things, situations towards you. But you are super, super magnetizing at this moment. But I feel like definitely something to do with the way that you speak, or the way that, like I said, that you story tell or share certain things, whether it's about yourself or whether it's about other people, even if it's factual information. I just feel like you're able to keep and hold people's attention, which especially in this day and age is an incredible talent, because naturally we are distracted more so as human beings. Okay, we need, you know, the way social media is, the way advertising is, it's always what's the next shiny new thing. You know, we can get bored more easily these days. Obviously not everybody's the same, you know, but I've got plenty of people I know that people that can't watch like a film all the way through. I can personally still, but it has to be a film that I'm super engaged in. But you know, it's just the way things are. But people are always, you know, what's the next new shiny thing, not focused on the present moment. So if you're able to hold the room, hold the attention, hold people's focus for as long as you are, that itself is really a gift. Okay, and I feel like it does come from your emotional side as well, because your emotion does connect to your intuition. So you may have a very psychic moon placement, like any of the water signs, you know, very, very intuitive. You could have a connection like your moon conjunct Neptune, for instance. Obviously, there's many different astrological aspects that could bring forth psychic activity within you. But I just feel like whether you consciously realize it or not, group 3, you are very psychic, okay? And I feel like, again, this might not be intentional with you. You may not think, oh, I'm not a good storyteller, or I'm not trying to keep people's attention like that. I'm just talking. But you're not necessarily acknowledging how powerful it really is, what you do. The High Priestess. Okay, what else are you needing to know? The Five of Pentacles. The Sun card. And the Judgment card. Okay, I really feel like these are your obstacles here, because these all feel quite negative, and everything else that has come through has been so positive, hasn't it? So I feel like maybe these are the obstacles, or these are the doubts, but I really feel like even in the grand scheme of things, these are small. There's small doubts, there's small worries, there's nothing, or that I'm picking up on here anyway, nothing for you to be overly focused on, okay, in terms of the negative. I mean, the Sun card reversed represents negativity. Okay, represents a lack of confidence, but maybe that's a part of you that needs to acknowledge how amazing you really are, how powerful, how smart and intelligent you are, you know, the gifts that you have, because it may be that other people have tried to put you down, and I do feel like that's the case, because again, I feel like you shine so brightly, group 3, that then it blinds people that are still in the dark. Okay, people that haven't found their light or have been able to step into their light, you blind them. Okay, and so that's not your problem. And I feel like this is something you need to remember always, group 3. Anybody that isn't ready to be impacted by your shine will remain in the shadows. Okay, and let them be there. Anybody that's in the shadows and is ready to come out will be drawn to you. Again, magnetized like a moth to a flame. Okay, so allow that to happen. Be flexible in that way. Allow those situations and people and opportunities to magnetize towards you, and allow the others to be repelled. See rejection as true protection. Okay, because that's what I see here in this Five of Pentacles. Okay, a release of self-doubt and worry and not feeling good enough, worried about being judged by other people. But I feel like the older that you get and the wiser that you become, I feel like you start to realize you don't need to hide in the shadows anymore. Okay, because I feel like there is a part of you that does, like maybe there's, again, this natural introverted part of you that doesn't want to shine. Maybe feels like that you want to, but at times you feel like you want to remain in the shadows because that's where it's safe, that's where it's comfortable. But I really feel like you are meant to be in the spotlight. You are meant to be in the sun. You're a born leader, group number 3. You really are. And you are the light. You can bring so much happiness and joy to other people. But I feel like if you allow the possible judgments of those others in the shadows that aren't ready to be impacted by your light, then you are, what's the word? Not stopping, well, I guess stopping, but there's another word I can't think of. But you are stopping others from being able to enjoy what you have to offer, you know, the joy that you can bring to others. Okay, so letting people that aren't meant to be impacting you affect your decisions, affect your positive impacts that you can bring. It's not worth it, okay? These, I feel like I said, are the doubts that are going to crop up or may already crop up, but I feel like you're being guided to push past them, okay? To listen when they crop up, but not to allow them to hold you back, okay? So we've got new beginning, fashion designer. All right, couple more here. You are healing. Okay, so you may be going through some kind of healing at this moment, whether that's physical, emotional, mental. Fashion, maybe that's something that you're wanting to branch out into. Fashion, designing, okay, or some kind of creative designing. Wish fulfillment. I mean, yeah, you are moving towards a wish fulfillment. Something that you've been dreaming of is coming your way, okay? And there is a new beginning. There is a new beginning coming through for you. Protect. We've got windfall. Oh my God. I want to reach out. Luck is coming. Long lasting. Yeah, this is definitely the most positive pile I've actually done in a long time. Like collectively, not just in this reading today. This is really, really good. Even with the fishbowl messages. Okay, I mean, yeah, you are either in or you're about to be in a very lucky period, which makes sense with Jupiter as well, okay? You've got luck coming in. You're going to feel so lucky like this. So you could have a windfall of, now this could be cash, cold hard cash, he doesn't want that. It could be windfall of attention from other people, a windfall of offers, a windfall of love. Okay, but either way, there's so much coming in for you here. Maybe even so much so that you're going to feel this need to protect it in some way. Like maybe you're not used to experiencing all of this. Like it feels like this is something you've been wishing for, something that you don't have at this moment, something you feel like has been missing, but you're going to receive. And so when you receive it, I feel like, yeah, you're going to be in that energy of, oh, I really need to keep this safe, keep this sacred, and you may even want to hide away in some way so other people don't see it. Like the equivalent of winning the lottery, but then not telling everybody that you've won, keeping it to yourself so you can protect it in some way, to protect yourself. I mean, you do have to protect yourself in that respect if you did win. And then I want to reach out and long lasting. I mean, so this could even be if there's somebody you've been hoping that would reach out to you, they're going to reach out. Okay, so that could also come into the wish fulfillment, something that you've been desiring. And then long lasting. I mean, I just love this though. Like, I feel like this is about your luck. Okay. I feel like this isn't just going to be like a sweeping one-time deal. Like, I feel like it's going to be going on for quite a while. I mean, who knows? Hopefully forever. Who wouldn't want that? But obviously there's natural cycles of life. But I do feel like this is the beginning, a very new positive beginning for you. And it's going to feel like luck really is in your favor. And it's like, wow, how did I get so lucky? That's what I hear you saying. How did I get so lucky? But also, thank you. Thank you, universe. Thank you for making me, or for bringing me all of this good luck. You know, the more you are grateful for it, the more that will come in for you. So I'm excited for you to see where this leads. And I really do hope that it's made you happy. I hope it's, brought you the guidance you needed today. And please like the video, comment below if it did make sense. And if you would like to book a personal reading with me, the link to my website is below. I do hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Bye for now. Okay, group number 4. Let's take a look at the messages you need to hear right now. You were drawn to this reading for a reason, so let's find out why. What's coming through group number 4 that you need to know? So the first card says change. So that may be a premonition of what's to come. Okay, so we've got simplicity and the white feather. Okay, we've got community. Interesting, we've got butterflies there, feather, lots to do with flying, and then the hot air balloon. And then, look, and then we've got patience, but we've got a crane there. So, I feel like for some of you, maybe you're actually going on a trip, you're flying somewhere, maybe you're even on an aeroplane right now, like before you take off, or maybe before you land, or just as you land, I don't know. Something about being up in the air. So if some of you may even be doing like a zip line or something, or taking a private flying lesson, or skydiving, or I don't know what else there would be where you'd be so up in the clouds, up in the air. But this may be more symbolic of what's going on for you in terms of maybe mental activity. Okay, this could be that you have a lot going on in your mind. Okay, there could be a lot of mental stimulation going on for you at this time. But I do feel like there is a need to streamline something and to find that simplicity, because it may be that things feel like they've become quite complex for you at this time, group number 4. Now, this could be that there are other people that are involved. Okay, you could be in a love triangle situation, or even some kind of like friendship battle. If you've got a friendship circle or something and other people are having issues, it could be you feel like you are in the middle of that, perhaps, or maybe even wanting to escape from being involved in other people's drama. Okay, and again, there's this need to streamline, to relax a little bit, and to find healing in some way. Sorry if you can hear that washing machine, it is mine. It's going off, it's going off, it's going round and round. Okay, it may even be like you feel like a situation is going round and round, but there is a need for patience though. Like, you may be wanting more of a change, but it feels like it's not coming straight away. Maybe you're pressurizing something, or you're feeling under pressure to change a situation at this time. But let's just get some more information. What is this about? What are you being guided to know at the moment, group number 4? So we've got the 8th house, mystery. So this could be a secret. Okay, you could be keeping something secret from someone. You could be engaging in something that's very secretive or very private. Okay, then we've got Leo, and then we have 9th house. So the signs I see, we've got Sagittarius, Leo, Pisces, Scorpio. But I do feel the air signs are coming through strongly as well. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, especially in these upper cards. Okay, but I feel like there's a need to travel somewhere. Like, you may be on the go a lot at the moment. Maybe you're planning trips. Okay, like I said in the beginning about flying somewhere. So, but it doesn't actually have to be flying. Of course, it could be going by boat, by train, by car. But I feel like there's a desire within you to explore, okay, to explore new places. but again, in some kind of simple way. So maybe this is even like solo traveling. Like you may feel like that will be a much simpler way of being able to move forwards, okay? Doing it on your own rather than trying to involve other people in it. Naturally, that's going to be more simple, okay? But of course, there could be complications of being alone as well. But maybe this is something you're thinking about. Maybe you're just thinking even in terms of a relationship. Like, do I just want to be alone right now? Do I even want to be in a relationship at all? Okay, because something just feels like it's too complicated for you at this time. Okay, it may feel like there are too many obstacles. And I feel like to a point it's also causing some suffering here with this 12th house, as it can be the house of the self-undoing, okay? But it's the house of introspection and looking in, feeling very emotionally sensitive as well with this Pisces energy. So maybe this is even like you're feeling very emotional or very anxious about a situation that hasn't come to a head yet, or you don't have a conclusion about, okay? Because yeah, maybe you feel like you're needing to have more patience, or again, maybe someone has asked you to have patience with them, but your patience is running thin. And this is what I see here almost with this Leo energy. It feels like you're about to like let loose, okay? Like you're about to like lose your temper. Or maybe you feel like maybe you've already lost your temper and you've like released the lion, okay? Or maybe you're feeling like you're on the edge, okay, of losing it. But yeah, I just feel like this isn't something you want to feel, because it's quite an angry energy that I'm getting coming through. So you may even start to feel anger or resentment towards a situation that you feel is too confusing, okay? Because with Pisces energy, it's confusing, there are secrets, things are hidden. Like you may feel like somebody is hiding something from you, okay? Or maybe you just have a sixth sense of it. Like something doesn't feel right. You know, my gut instinct is telling me something isn't right at this time. Like someone's keeping something from me, or I don't feel like I'm getting the truth out of them, okay? Or again, you may feel like you are having to hide a part of yourself even. You could feel like, I can't really be myself because will they really appreciate me? Will somebody really love me if they know the way that I really am or how I really feel? Because I feel like there's a lot of fantasy coming through with this 12th house, a need to escape almost. So for some of you may even be like using like fantasy as a way to escape what's going on in your reality, okay? That may be like your happy place that you always go to, you know, up in your head, up in the clouds. For some of you, this may also be like leaning on drugs or alcohol or external substances to help you cope. Like I'm seeing smoking for some of you. Somebody like might smoke weed, smoke cigarettes, tobacco. I don't know, I'm just seeing like white puff of smoke coming through here. So for some of you, that could be your coping mechanism or strategy. But I feel like, again, there's a need for you to do more. Like you feel like you need to branch out and do something else. And maybe you're even thinking about moving, okay? Maybe you're thinking like you need to simplify things, to move, maybe to move somewhere more simple, or to downsize even, or to maybe even just to simplify the clutter around you, okay? But there's definitely a need to have less complication in your life. I just feel like you don't want that. And I feel like, again, this is what causes you to feel irate. Like too much clutter, too much drama, too many obstacles, and you just want peace. You just want things to move straight forwards at this time, okay? It's like, I always get the sense you feel like it's a time and a place, or maybe like, I don't want to deal with that stuff anymore. I'm too old, or I'm past that phase of my life where I want to be involved in that kind of drama, or whatever the situation is that you feel has to be kept secret. I don't know. But I just feel like this is your time of your life at this very moment where you feel like I just want peace. Okay, that's what I feel like you are really desiring the most. Okay, now we've got Earth Guardian, stay rooted and grounded. Eagle, see from a higher perspective. And then High Priestess, harness mystic power. So, which is quite interesting actually, because we've got the two extremes of like the energies. Earth is obviously right at the bottom, and we've got air with the eagle being right at the top. Okay, and so I feel like this is the remedy for you, okay? If you feel like at the moment, if you've been overthinking things, okay, a great thing to do is to connect with your root chakra, to ground yourself, because again, it's like you want to create heaviness when there's too much lightness. You know, if you feel like, again, if you're up in your head, it's too much air. Okay, so in order to combat or remedy that, you want to come back down to earth. You want to use earthly things in order for you to feel more grounded, more stable, more secure in yourself. You know, a great visualization you can use is imagining a rope tied around your waist that is then tied to the core, the center of the earth. Okay, that will help you to feel like you're staying on the ground and you're not floating up into the air. Okay, so again, if you have been overthinking a lot, or you feel like there's too much going on up in the air, like you need that grounding. Okay, that's a great visualization, but you can also just connect with nature, connect with animals, pets if you have them, spend more time with them, eat root vegetables, go for a walk in nature. All of these things will help you connect more to that root chakra, okay, and for you to feel more rooted and grounded. Also focusing on your finances, your health, earthly practical matters, okay, will help. But I do feel that there still is a need for you not to be completely always grounded, okay? Sometimes you do need to look at the situation from this higher perspective. Sometimes you need to get into the place of overthinking, okay? Overthinking is obviously never a good thing. It doesn't feel good to overthink, but obviously to think, we still need to think. It's having balance, isn't it, with everything? You can still think about things, but not overdoing it where it becomes a detriment to you, where you're trying then to do anything you can to mitigate the thoughts, even if that is you leaning into unhealthy habits. Okay, but there's still a need to look at the situation from this higher vantage point. Okay, and then High Priestess, harness mystic power. I feel like maybe you've not been relying as much on your own power and your own gifts. Okay, the magnetism that you have, group 4. I feel like you may have even been doubting the powers that you have. Okay, or because when you're being super reactive to situations, you can feel out of control. Okay, like the person, say you're in a discussion with someone or a conflict, it's the person that loses their temper first is the one that loses the control, loses the power. The person that remains calm is the one that remains in power. And it's not to say that the person that's being calm is right at all. It's not about who's right or wrong. It's who is more in control. And I feel like there might have been points, maybe recently, where you've been feeling more triggered to be more reactive to certain situations. And again, maybe not reacting in the way that you would like to if you were feeling at peace. But that's the thing, I don't feel like at the moment you have the peace that you desire. And so it's kind of manifesting, it's coming out in all of these different ways. Like I see like your emotions kind of being all over the place. Like one minute you might be crying and upset, the next minute you feel strong, you feel angry. Like, I don't know if this is a particular person or whatever situation you're going through. It just feels like, yeah, it's either like there's too much anger, there's too much confusion, there's too much, or it feels like there's a lot of sensitivity, emotion, fantasy. But I feel like, yeah, and there's that part of you that then wants to run away, like from dealing with all of this. And I don't blame you, group 4, because it does feel like it's been hard. It has been hard, and I don't, like I said, I don't blame you for wanting to escape, to run away somewhere, but it feels like, again, that's like a coping mechanism for you, to run away, to avoid whatever this situation is that's shaking you up. And again, maybe to avoid yourself from reacting to in a way that you don't want to, or that you don't identify with in terms of where you are now in your life. Like, again, I feel like you're in a place where you just want peace. Like, you're not a drama starter. You just want to move in a smooth, peaceful, simple direction in your life. You're done with the over complication of things. But then you may be like, but why does it keep happening? I feel like I'm attracting it in some way. I don't know. I do feel like you've got these healing abilities within your group 4. And people may be actually drawn to you in some way because they feel on a level you're able to heal them. Okay. And I don't think this is conscious on either side, yours or theirs. I just feel like, you know, and we can all be drawn to certain people for healing. Even though it may not even be a positive experience, oftentimes the healing doesn't come through a positive experience. It comes through something painful that then needs to be healed from, obviously. But let's just get some more information. But I just feel like you're being guided to know that you're a lot more powerful than you give yourself credit for, group 4. And, you know, don't allow anybody to take your power away from you. Okay? And even if you feel like you've not reacted in the way that you would wished, or you feel like the power's been taken away from you at different points in time previously, don't focus on the past anymore. Focus on the now. Because when it comes to power, it's all about what's really in your mind. Okay? You don't have to feel powerless, even if you feel someone has taken your power. It doesn't mean that they have. If you surrender to the fact that they have taken it, then yes, they've taken it. But if you don't, then they haven't. They can't. No one can truly take your own personal power away, only if you let them. Okay. 5 of Cups. Princess of Swords. 3 of Swords. Wow, okay. Whoa, the Justice card. Okay, group 4. I feel like you are getting over something very, very painful, okay? I really feel like your heart was so strongly connected and involved in this situation. And maybe you just wanted the good. You wanted the good for everybody. But I just feel like, yeah, you're moving past some very painful energy now. So maybe if you still feel like you're in it, group 4, just know that you won't be in it for much longer. Okay, but you may be already at the point where you're realizing that you are over the worst of it. Okay, you are over the worst. But I feel like you're coming to a realization now that a situation just isn't balanced. It isn't fair. Okay, this Justice card can represent a lack of equilibrium in a connection or in life in general. Okay, there is, like, the pendulum is swinging one side and the other. It's not coming to the place in the middle of stillness, of neutrality. So this could even be a split, okay? You may have recently gone through a breakup. Now, this may be whether you left or they left. Like, I feel like the breakup needed to happen. Now, it's not to say you won't get back together. For some of you, you may do. For others, you may move on. But I feel like this needed to happen because there was going to be some kind of betrayal here, okay? I feel like, I almost get the sense that the betrayal hasn't happened yet, though. Like, maybe there was the opportunity for it to happen, but I don't feel like it's actually occurred yet. I say yet. I mean, maybe there's still a chance for it to occur, but it almost feels like there's a part of you that's seeing things for what they are. Okay, and that maybe you could potentially become hurt in this, or maybe that somebody else will become hurt in this situation. And I feel like you're getting to a point where you want to avoid that from happening. And maybe you have to cut certain people loose in order for that to happen, or for it to not happen, in order to save someone's heart, or to save your own heart. Like, maybe you can perceive, or foresee rather, some issues in the future. I keep getting this tooth sensitivity as I'm reading this. I don't know if anybody has any tooth issues, but I know that's probably come right out of left field, but I do pick up on things intuitively like that, physically, throughout readings. Some of you might need to go to the dentist, I just heard, so go get checked if you are hearing that. Okay, but let me get some more information here. Oh my, that's so funny. Okay, I'll tell you in a second. All right. I think in almost every pile, eye colour has come through. We've got brown eyes for you, group 4. We had blue, and we had, what was the other one? Is it blue and grey eyes? I don't know, but we've had loads about eyes coming through. Very interesting. So it could be somebody with brown eyes, okay, that you're going to be dealing with, or that is involved in this situation. We've got expansions, which is growth, okay, something growing. Success. I know I was wrong, okay, so somebody wants to apologize. Or this could be you, if you know that you were wrong about something or were unfair in some way. So you may decide to apologize, but if not, if you know that somebody needs to apologize to you, then just know that the apology is coming. We've got avoid this energy, but that's interesting. I feel like even though somebody may come in and apologize, you're still being guided to avoid them, okay? Because it's a dead-end situation. You can accept the apology, I guess, but doesn't mean that you have to engage with them any further. I mean, then we've got, look, callous. So you may feel like you need to be callous to this person in order to remove them entirely from your life. Because maybe they're quite persistent for some of you. But look, we've got please forgive me. Wow, look, I know I was wrong and please forgive me. So somebody definitely wants forgiveness. Or maybe this is that they want forgiveness for acting callously or coldly towards you. Okay, or you want their forgiveness. They want your forgiveness for being that way. I don't know. And that's also funny too. We've had a day of the week come through in every reading too. That's so funny. So we've got Friday for you. So it could be the day that you're watching this on, or it could be the day that something changes, okay? Friday is the day of Venus as well, so it could be connected to a relationship. I really do feel like it is, because we've got Hermit there, and now we've got you are being watched. Okay, so this person is watching you. It's keeping a very close eye on you, okay? They may be somebody that does spend a lot of time at home, okay? They may be a hermit, they may have strong Virgo energy, okay? But I feel like they're watching you, keeping a close eye, maybe even seeing, like, if you're super successful at the moment in your career or in your passions, or maybe in other areas of your life, if you're dating other people, I don't know. Like, they see your life as growing in some way, and they may want to be a part of it now. But again, it's like you have the need for simplicity. Even though this situation, this person may bring, I don't know, at the moment it doesn't seem like it's bringing anything positive. Okay, but maybe this is the point in time that you've gotten to where you're like, you know what, you don't bring me anything positive. This relationship doesn't bring anything positive into my life, or maybe into your life, and I need to avoid this now. I need to move forwards. Okay, could be. So it could be as well, and this is natural, isn't it? It's like you level up your energy, you become better, you become more successful, and then those people from the past that rejected you or caused you pain want to come in because they liked the version of you before, or loved the version of you before, but now it's like they want the new improved version of you. But you may be like, well, now I'm too good for you, you know? And that's the energy to be in. I'm too good for you. And not to say like anybody is less than us, you know, in whatever context. I don't mean it like that, but, you know, in terms of being strong, in terms of being confident within yourself and knowing what you really deserve, knowing the treatment you deserve, you know. And if you've leveled up to a certain place of self-esteem, like, you're not going to accept low esteem treatment, you know, someone that's going to treat you poorly. When someone is secure, they won't accept that treatment. And I feel like that's the place that you are in, and the place that you're getting to more and more, where you're like, what was I even thinking with this person? There's no way I can either take you back, or it just feels like it's going round and round. It's a dead end. And again, this is where I feel like you are just either wanting to be alone, or you're wanting time away from this connection. A need to clear, a need to move forward. Because again, especially if you have been feeling angry as well, intermixed with these feelings of upset and pain, you know, I hate that, because it's like the stress someone can feel through anger, and it's like that can be so detrimental to health and wellness. And, you know, if I see somebody getting super angry and I just want them to feel peace, because thinking about their health, you know, and I just feel like, yeah, there's a need for you to feel that. Like, you want to feel healthy as a human being. You don't want to feel like you're losing your nerve all the time. And it just feels like you're gonna get to this point where even if somebody apologizes or says everything you feel like you want them to say, you'll still be like, I'm good. I'm looking after me, number one, at the moment. And that means not connecting with you. Okay, group 4. So I really do hope that this resonates with you. Please feel free to share in the comments below. I would love to have your feedback. And like the video if you did enjoy this today. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, the link to my website is below. I do hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Bye for now.